Today's first video for you is firstly a singer who was seen with Fano fighters, who attended Fano meetings as well, has shared a call for financial assistance. He is seriously ill, he needs money. Secondly, we have a new story about ongoing military operation against Oromo Liberation Army. Some unconfirmed reports are being shared by those sources who are closely linked to Oromo Liberation Army. And the sources claim that a colonel of Ethiopian National Defense Force has been taken prisoner by OLA. Who is this colonel? Where was he taken prisoner? The operation was against OLA. It was being said that OLA would be wiped out in 30 days. Instead, we are hearing reports about a colonel who has been taken prisoner by OLA. Thirdly, today is Good Friday, and today we are seeing a campaign against two Ethiopian banks. A social media campaign is being seen that people must close their accounts. They should not use the services of these two banks. Why is that there is an ongoing campaign against these two banks? And lastly, viewers, a leaked audio of TDF General Tsadkan is being shared by some news sources who are mostly pro-Tigray news sources. What did Tsadkan say in that audio recording? Can we say that the things that he said are revelations, are new things which we haven't heard of before? We'll have a detailed look at this Tsadkan's leaked audio recording. Firstly, Abebe Kassie is an Ethiopian singer, a local singer. He was seen singing with Fano fighters, singing for Fano fighters. He was seen in some meetings as well with Gondar Fano members. Today he shared a call, he made a call for financial assistance. He says that he is critically ill and he is in need of 400,000 Ethiopian birrs. He is undergoing treatment at a hospital in Addis Ababa. We are sharing his call. If anyone wants to help him financially, he should be helped. Whether he is Fano, whether he is Amhara or Oromo, it does not matter. Since he is critically ill, he is in need of money. If someone wants to help him, he can be reached. He is in Addis Ababa at Korea Hospital in Addis Ababa. Secondly, in a previous video, a few hours ago, I reported about fierce fighting in Abuna Gindabarat in Vasheva zone of Oromia. The zone shares border with Amhara region as well, situated to the west of Addis Ababa. There were clashes in Abuna Gindabarat. Now, we have received some unconfirmed reports that an Ethiopian colonel has been taken prisoner by OLA fighters. OLA, Oromo Liberation Army, has not made any announcement officially so far. But the sources which have shared this news are close to Oromo Liberation Army. That is why we are sharing this news with you. Who is this colonel? Where was he captured? His name is Colonel Dejene Mulugeta. Reportedly, he was captured in Abuna Ginda Barat. The Abuna Ginda Barat Warada is on Amhara Vashiva border, you can say. It's close to Amhara region. We have not seen any statement from OLA, no statement from the government as well, confirming or rejecting the story that Dejene Mulugeta has been taken prisoner by Oromo Liberation Army. But again, I'm saying that sources are very close to OLA. Now, if Colonel Dejene Mulugeta has been taken prisoner, if it is confirmed, it could be a huge blow to government forces, because a few days ago, Oromia government, its officials were saying that within 30 days, the operation would be concluded. And just yesterday, we heard from Oromia regional government that OLA's backbone had been broken in the operation which was ongoing. But if a colonel is captured, and while OLA is still in control of Abuna Ginda Barat, Vashiva, it means that OLA is repelling, it is starting to repel these attacks, this new military operation involving several regional and federal forces. We'll update you about Colonel Dejene Mulugeta in coming hours. Thirdly, viewers, a campaign is being seen against two Ethiopian banks. Social media campaign. It is being urged that account holders must deactivate their accounts. They must not use the services of these two banks. Which two banks, and why is that a campaign has been launched against these two banks? First bank is Awash Bank, and second one is Birhan Bank. Today is Good Friday. Christian community of Ethiopia, Eritrea is celebrating Good Friday today, and it's a religious holiday. But Awash Bank has announced to keep its branches open, that it will continue providing services to its customers on Friday. I think Birhan Bank has also announced that it would continue providing services to the customers, to account holders. Some Orthodox church followers have launched the campaign against Awash Bank, especially Awash Bank. They say that it's a disrespect to the church, to the religion, to the faith, that a religious holiday is not being respected by Awash Bank. The bank must be closed on Good Friday. People have a right to have an opinion, but I personally don't think that if a bank is open on Good Friday, it does not mean that it's a sign of disrespect to a particular religion. Instead, even on holidays, if bank staff is working, it's an indication of how committed, how dedicated they are. I don't know why this campaign is being seen against these two banks. The campaign is mostly being seen by some hardcore Orthodox followers. Lastly, viewers, an audio of a TDF General, a leaked audio is being shared by some pro-Tigray news sources. General Tsadkan can be heard speaking in that audio. What is he saying? Can we say it's a leaked audio? Was it leaked intentionally? Tsadkan in the audio is talking about his meeting with US envoy when fighting was going on in Tigray. His meeting or his engagement, his talk. He says in the audio that Eritrea told some US envoys that there could be attack on Eritrea if Eritrea withdrew from Tigray. So that is why Eritrea was not withdrawing from Tigray. Secondly, Tsadkan can be heard saying that the US sees Eritrea as a rogue state, as an anti-peace state in the Horn of Africa, working against US interests. Thirdly, Tsadkan says that the peace agreement, this ceasefire, it did not become possible due to PM Abiy's magnanimity. It became possible because of the struggle of Tigray people. Fourthly, he tells the people of Tigray, he says that people of Tigray should be ready for a military solution and TDF should be strengthened. Now, 5 points which I mentioned in Tsadkan's talk. None of these 5 points is a secret for me. I personally think that this audio, it has been deliberately leaked. Otherwise, these are not new points, these are not revelations for us. Yes, Eritrea was reluctant to withdraw from Tigray. There could have been an attack on Eritrea from Tigray. Even now, if Tigray got an opportunity, it would like to take revenge. It can happen anytime. As regards the third point, that the peace agreement, ceasefire agreement became possible because of people's struggle, not because of PM Abiy's magnanimity. I would say that the purpose of the military offensive on Tigray was to weaken Tigray militarily, economically, and that is what happened. Ethiopian government, Eritrean government, they managed to weaken Tigray. So that is why they decided to withdraw from Tigray. They achieved their objectives partially, not completely. They wanted to completely subdue Tigray. They could not, but they weakened Tigray. And from Tigray's perspective, lately we know that Tigray had to step back from its positions and Tigray agreed to a truce, while still western part is under the control of Amhara forces. Why? Because Tigray has been forced to accept this truce because its people are in need of food. Tigray is still under siege. Communications, communication services, internet services, banking, electricity, all suspended for more than a year. Tigray was not in a position to continue fighting forever. It had to agree to this truce, the ceasefire agreement. But I would agree with last point that yes, there could be some new military offensives if there is no solution to existing disputes, especially Humera, Volkai, Segede. And obviously, Tigray government is strengthening TDF. We have been saying that that Tigray will never compromise its defense force. TDF will be strengthened at every cost, because Tigray has seen that if it is weak militarily, it will be eaten by its neighbors. So, yes, the process of strengthening of TDF will continue. I would conclude by saying that this Tsadkan's talk is not leaked. It has been deliberately made public just to make people believe that Tigray is still strong militarily, that it was due to people's struggle that Eritrean forces, ENDF, withdrew. So I personally see it as an intentional leak. Thank you for watching.